Hello, and welcome to the Air Relief Tech Tip video on vibration troubleshooting. Today I would like to show you some tips on vibration troubleshooting if you receive a vibration alarm or trip on your Centac or centrifugal air compressor. The first thing I would do if I experience a vibration alarm or trip, I would come over to the machine and I want to check the connections are tight and clean. I would disassemble the connection here, look inside, spray these with contact cleaner. You can do this here at the end, this end of the cable, the probe itself. Make sure they're clean. Once the connection is clean and tight, we actually take Teflon tape and wrap Teflon tape around the connection. That keeps any oil, any contaminants from getting in the connection. Once the connections are tight, clean, they have Teflon tape around them to protect them, we'll take a look inside the control cabinet. You would want to make sure the power is turned off for this. We have another connection here on the transmitter. This connection is clean and tight as well. Now, if you have known connections to be tight and clean and you still experience a problem, the next thing you can do is go to the compressor shaft, which would normally be here. The motor would be here on your machinery. You would disable the power to your motor, reach in and take the cover off, and you can actually leave the prelude pump on the compressor running, so you would have oil pressure at the bearings. Reach in by hand and spin the compressor shaft. Come over to the control panel. Watch the vibration readings as the shaft is spinning. As long as they're at zero or no major vibration spikes, there shouldn't be any damage, major damage to the machine. So you could at that point consider the vibration equipment, the cable, the transmitter, and the panel. The connections are tightened. We would want to come back over. You've co-rolled the machine by spinning the shaft. You still haven't noticed any vibration trouble. So we did trip an alarm for a reason. So we would, at that point, go to the end of the probe cable where it was connected to the vibration probe itself. Now we want to distinguish whether the problem is in the equipment or the machine itself. We're going to disconnect the probe cable from the probe itself. We're going to bring it over here to the TK3. This is a Bentley Nevada brand. There are other equipment available that are as equivalent as this machine here, but the main focus is to simulate vibration through a different probe than what's in the machine, the cable, the transmitter inside the panel, and the panel itself. We want to make sure all these components are working properly. I've set this one up. I've got a 40 thousandths probe gap here, and I'm going to turn this on. This dial here will represent a spinning shaft in the compressor. You can see over here, we actually have a 0.37 or almost 0.4 of a mil of vibration simulated with this equipment. So as long as you can run this machinery for several minutes and you don't show any vibration spikes here, we come out and we shake the cable, make sure our connections are tight. We don't have any problem with our connections here. We don't show any vibration spikes. If you can do that for, say, 10 minutes and you don't see any problem with this part of the equipment, that tells you that the problem is either with the vibration probe itself or the machine. So at this point, we've eliminated pretty much everything we can except for the probe and the machine itself. At this point, contact us here at Air Relief, and we'll be glad to assist you with anything you may need.